Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review. Today we're looking at Justice League issue 1. Uh, so yeah, we finally get to issue 1 of Justice League. It does have the Rebirth banner like all the other issue 1s and issue 2s. I wonder how long that's actually going to last. But yeah, overall, I'm going to say that the issue wasn't bad. It was all a setup for what's coming, but it wasn't the kind of setup where they reveal something like about a character at the end and it's kind of like what's happening, and then you have to like wait issues upon issues to figure it out. Okay, let me start with this. It's narrated by Wonder Woman more or less throughout the issue. It begins with her and it ends with her, and I will say this: the art in it is good. She is drawn, especially the very last panel with her in it, I think is just really good. I think the art in it is really good. It's consistent throughout. The art is just good. I really like it, and that's a good thing because I don't know. It's just nice to see that the art quality in this didn't drop, because after the whole Batgirl thing that I mentioned, I don't know, last week whenever that review went up, I wasn't a fan of it. I just something about the way she's drawn did not to me look great. This everybody looks fine. Everybody looks good. We do get to see everybody more or less. We don't get Superman in it, but he is mentioned. He is going around doing things. But we get some Cyborg, some Flash, some Aquaman, Batman, and of course Wonder Woman, like I said. And basically what's happening is around the world, there's some kind of like natural, or at least it almost looks like it's like a natural disaster happening. I mean, first Wonder Woman is actually engaging some soldiers, it looks like. But after that, like, these earthquakes start happening and the Justice League mobilizes and can't really figure out what's happening. Then we find out that, there might be something else controlling these things. Gotham isn't experiencing an earthquake. I'm just going to mention that because it's kind of funny considering, in the pre-New 52, we had No Man's Land, and that was all triggered by a, I believe, 7.0 earthquake or something around that size. And it's kind of strange. Like, I guess they don't want to make another big event where like the entire city falls apart again. But yeah, something else going on. There's words, and what happens with the Justice League while they're fighting is pretty interesting. It's not bad. It is a pretty interesting story arc that they're starting here. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I think it's definitely something I'm gonna get in trade for sure. Again, that's just because I think it's easier to get things in trade now. But I probably would be getting this if I was still like getting a lot of single issues. This will definitely be one that I would be getting, because I don't know. I'm not a fan of big major things anymore. But this doesn't feel like it's going to be an event. At least I hope not. I know that we're already getting started. I think Batman is actually going to start having an event very soon, which will go into the other Bat books. And that's cool and all, but after a while, it kind of gets annoying that there's an event and you have to get all the tie-ins, which is actually why I fell behind on reading things like All New X-Men, because you needed to read Guardians of the Galaxy, and you needed to read, I believe it was the Scott Summers comic book. I wasn't reading that at all. And Nova. I want to say Nova. And I like Nova. I like All New X-Men. I stopped getting Guardians of the Galaxy just to save on money, but knowing that I had to get all of those just to read, I would think it was the Black Mirror story arc, put me off of it. And although I still had the All New X-Men issues coming in my pull list, I kind of didn't finish reading it, and that's why. And that's my complaint about story arcs. But I'll make a whole other video for that. This, as long as it doesn't do anything crazy like that, I think it'll be really good. It's interesting. I like it. I want to see where it's going. I do recommend it. I think it's a good start for anybody who wants to get into Justice League. Everybody who's featured in the movie is basically in here, I believe. It's obviously not going to be like that. So say you just saw the Justice League trailer, and I'm talking to like new people, because obviously everybody else who's been reading Justice League and stuff, you you know this stuff already. But if you came here from the trailer, you're like, okay, I kind of want to start reading Justice League before this movie comes out or something. Um, I would recommend you go back to the New 52 Justice League Origins. I believe that is the name of the hardcover trade, but I'm not 100% sure. I actually recommend it. You just get the movie that comes with the comic book if you want to start reading and learning about Justice League. I think that would be the best place to start because this is a continuation from the pre New 52. I mean, although we got like new issue ones and they're trying to go back and make things kind of like how they were before the New 52 started, it's still the same universe. It's still the same Earth. It's still the same version of that character. So, yeah, for anybody who is wanting to get into Justice League, I recommend you go and check that out. Everybody else, yeah, it's good. Check it out. Definitely something I will be getting in the future when it comes out in trade and doing a review on it. Then, like I said, the art is good. I really do like it. The story seems interesting. The writing is, it isn't bad. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It's interesting. I think it's going to be good. We'll see where it goes. Anyways, that is my review for Justice League number 1. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, maybe, possibly. Comment down below. Subscribe for more. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.